Think positive.
Welcome back to the Ghoul Bros podcast, GA for short. I'm your host, Prince. This is a space for inner work, self-improvement, self-discovery, mindset, accountability, integrity, reflection, and personal development. This podcast is built for growth, for honesty, and for becoming a better version of yourself one day at a time. New episodes drop every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today's episode is called Fear or Trust. Pressure hits different when it's time to level up. Not loud pressure, not people talking, that quiet pressure, the kind that shows up when a move needs to be made. Stay where it's safe, or step into something that might change everything. That's the moment. And it always feels heavy. Because leveling up doesn't just change results. It changes identity. It changes who has access. It changes what's expected. It changes what can no longer be accepted. Growth upgrades standards, and higher standards make old comfort feel tight. The mind doesn't like unknown territory. It likes what it can predict. Same routine, same income, same circle, same results. It would rather keep something average and certain than risk something bigger and unclear. Safety feels logical, but logic doesn't always build legacy. So when a new door shows up, the body reacts, heart speeds up, thoughts start racing. What if it goes wrong? That's real. Nobody's pretending that feeling isn't there, because stepping into something new always exposes something. Skill gaps, confidence gaps, preparation gaps, and ego hates gaps. But here's the split. One side stands in front of the door forever, hand almost on the handle, thinking, replaying worst case scenarios, talking themselves out of it, waiting for the perfect sign, waiting for more confidence, waiting for more money, waiting for more approval, waiting for fear to disappear. The other side grabs the handle, not because it feels fearless, because standing there too long starts to feel worse than opening it. Because eventually the pain of staying becomes heavier than the fear of moving. That's the difference. It's not about fear disappearing. It's about what feels heavier, the risk of walking through, or the weight of never knowing what was on the other side. And that weight builds slowly. It doesn't scream. It settles. It becomes frustration. It becomes quiet resentment. It becomes watching other people move and wondering what would have happened. Comfort is sneaky. It feels calm. It feels stable. But it can quietly turn into a cage. Nothing falling apart, but nothing growing either. Bills paid, days repeating, goals shrinking to match reality. Energy drops, excitement fades, and then life feels fine. Fine is dangerous. Fine keeps people stuck for years. Fine convinces them they're being responsible. Fine tells them now isn't the time. Fine says, maybe next year, and next year turns into 5. Growth doesn't feel fine. Growth feels awkward, messy, uncertain. It stretches everything. Confidence shakes a little. Identity shifts. Old habits don't fit anymore. Old conversations feel small. Old environments feel tight. That stretch feels uncomfortable, but that stretch builds strength. Muscle tears before it grows. Skill feels clumsy before it sharpens. Voice cracks before it becomes strong. Trying to avoid that feeling doesn't protect anything. It just delays the process. Delay has a cost. Not always money. Not always opportunity. Sometimes it costs belief. Every time a move gets talked out of, belief shrinks a little. Every time hesitation wins, doubt gets stronger. Life has a way of bringing the same lesson back. Different job, same fear. Different opportunity, same hesitation, different relationship, same doubt, different year, same excuses. The pattern isn't outside, it's inside. Failure isn't the thing that ruins people. Avoiding the jump does more damage. Failure teaches. Embarrassment fades. Loss can be rebuilt. But regret sits. It shows up late at night. It shows up when someone else walks through the door that was once right there. It shows up when time has passed and the window is closed. That feeling hits different. Not because of what happened, because of what didn't happen. Every big move in life requires trust at some point. Not blind trust, prepared trust. Putting in work first, building skill first, sharpening discipline first, then moving anyway. Because at some point, more preparation becomes another excuse. One side waits until it feels 100% safe. That moment never comes. Safety is a moving target. The closer it feels, the more the standard shifts. The other side understands something simple. Clarity comes after action, not before. Confidence comes after reps, not before. Momentum comes after movement, not before. Standing in front of a closed door won't reveal what's inside. Turning the handle will. And yeah, maybe what's behind it isn't perfect. Maybe it's harder than expected. Maybe it forces growth faster than planned. Maybe it points out weakness. But weakness exposed can be fixed. Potential ignored cannot. But at least it moves things forward. Standing still doesn't. Playing it safe doesn't. Overthinking doesn't. At some point, not choosing becomes the choice. And staying where it's comfortable becomes the risk. Because comfort decays. Skills get outdated. Energy fades. Opportunities shift to someone else willing to move. Time keeps moving. Energy keeps shifting. Opportunities don't sit forever. Years pass, whether progress happens or not. That's real. And when years pass without movement, something else fades too. Edge. Hunger. Belief that more is possible. That's the quiet danger of staying outside the door too long. The question isn't whether fear exists. It does. The question is who's driving. The part that wants to protect everything, or the part that knows staying small isn't the answer. Both voices are strong. Both sound reasonable. Both can justify themselves. But only one leads somewhere new. That door won't open itself. The handle has to be grabbed. And once it's grabbed, hesitation has to end. Half steps don't work. 1 foot in, 1 foot out doesn't work. Commitment has to be full. No dramatic speeches. No waiting for perfect confidence. No waiting to feel different. Just movement. Forward. After the choice is made, it gets quiet. Not peaceful, just quiet. No applause. No signal that you did the right thing. Just the weight of it. Sitting there. The mind starts negotiating, trying to reopen what was already closed, trying to soften what was already decided. That's the real test, not the decision. Living with it. Because the truth is simple. Growth costs something, but staying the same costs more. So when the movement shows up again, and it will, stand in front of it. Feel the pressure, feel the doubt, feel the weight of what could go wrong, and feel the weight of what could be gained. Then decide. Stay outside the door or turn the handle. But don't stand there forever. That's where most people lose. Not in failure, in hesitation. Pick a side and move. I hope you found something worth taking with you today. Maybe a new perspective. Maybe a moment to pause and reflect. Thank you for being here and sharing this space with me. Your presence matters. If this resonated with you, share it with someone you care about because growth spreads through connection. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Stay grounded. And as always, be safe.